Right, hello. I hope we are basically recording now. It's fairly late at night. Basically, I'm watching Glastonbury. I'm not going to talk about it anyway, so we'll leave that as it stands. But we wanted to talk a little bit about the World Cup because that's a big thing going on at the moment. I'm personally a big fan. Although as you may well know, I do like football a lot, so the World Cup will interest me. And somebody did say about doing a World Cup vlog. I did do one, but it got too long and I had to basically cut it off because if they get too long they don't actually upload onto YouTube. So I'm going to make this a bit short because I may well do another one with much more detail on that. But I do hope England can win the World Cup. I do believe we can win the World Cup. I have faith. I mean, it's nice to think about things like that. You think the team can do it, because it's not about whether or not we can't do it. All them people who don't really follow football, or they are seasonal fans, like they follow football when it comes to say the World Cup and things like that, who know absolutely nothing about football because they often think England get knocked out again and don't really know. You know, always saying that they're going to get knocked out of the quarter-final. We do not know. England can and have a big enough squad to hopefully do this, and that's what I'm hoping they can do. My dad was a theory that they play in a red shirt and they'd be better, which is a load of balls, because playing in a different colour shirt ain't going to make any difference. I mean, England can go out and win as many games as they want in a white shirt or a red shirt. It doesn't really matter what colour they wear, just as long as they can go out there and do a job, and that's what I like. And basically I'm hoping England can do a good job in the World Cup. So, you know, and that's what I like to see. And people who do follow football will often know exactly what we talk about, you know, all this about basically how well teams can do without even being negative about chances of that. We do have the oldest squad according to our website. We have the oldest squad in the World Cup. Yes. We're supposed to have a squad of, well, the average age of the England squad is 28. And I know it might not seem old to some people, but it does in a way when, I suppose in a way, you look at it and people think that old is going to creep up on you. Because it's about finding the next stars who can do the job for the bands that for the team when they move up. Because you think, right, you've got a great squad now for England, but in 4 years' time, some of them players are going to be older, and you're going to think, well, do we want that? Do World Cup teams generally want to field a whole like team full of people who are, say, in their 30s? Do they want a whole squad where you've got great players playing for England, but they're the age of like 35 and 36 and that? Because some teams do have reluctance of not wanting to field too many of the older players. I mean, club football see it differently, but retirement age of like international football, some players do give it up when they're about 34. They turn around and say, we don't want to play international football anymore. We've had a good, say, 14, 15, 16 years playing at the highest level of international football. If they make 2 or 3 World Cups, you can't fault with that. It's just like that. You've got to have the next generation, and I think England don't know whether they have the next generation, but they certainly have 1 or 2 that can go into the next World Cup. And I do believe that even if they get in the next World Cup, I just think if they're good enough play, they should be able to carry on up until about 38. I don't mind if players can do that. I just think that is hard to imagine that you've got your team now, England going into World Cup now, with the oldest squad, and then in 4 years' time doing the same, because they haven't drafted in many new, you know, and it doesn't mean that they have to draft in new younger players, because teams can draft in anybody at any time. France put Nicolas Anelka in, and it was like his first World Cup, and he's, what, 30? Which you would have expected him to have been in the World Cup previously before, at least. Why wasn't he there when he was 26? Why not when he was 22? Why when he was actually at the age of, what, 30? Is it? You just don't. It's one of them things. I'm thinking, you know, very, you know, so Anyway, just a little, you know, and I'm going to leave you on this one. Hopefully, not only England, not only that, but next World Cup, Scotland can make it. And with hope, we've got a team. And with hope that David Weir, despite the fact that his age will be what, 44, if he hasn't retired from football, he can still be playing international football. I know it's pushing it a bit, but I'm hoping, because I'd like to see him actually play for Scotland in the World Cup, making him the oldest player to play in the World Cup, and beat the record by Roger Milla from '94 when he was 42 playing the World Cup. Just my theory, not saying it will happen. It more likely won't happen, but I would like it to happen. And I will personally write to Rangers Football Club and send him a note about that. So there you go. That's my little World Cup rant for now. So bye for now.